Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I wasn't going to do a video for a few days. I've got a lot going on right now that I'm trying to get through, but I went to a concert last night. It was March 29th at the Jefferson Theater in Charlottesville, Virginia. I was able to go see one of my favorite groups, the Zombies, live in concert. And I want to do this video because I love the Zombies so much, and this was a very significant concert to me for a couple different reasons that I'll get into in just a minute. Um, First got into the Zombies probably, I guess, 10 years ago. When I started really getting into the Zombies. Uh, I had tickets to see them in 2014 with my mom and my sister, one of my two sisters. Went to go see the Zombies. I know specifically it was on Palm Sunday, 2014. We were doing a family get together at my grandma's house, and from there, my mom, my sister, and I drove to Charlottesville to see the show. It was a fantastic show, and it was actually at the same venue in Charlottesville, the Jefferson. For that show, we were up in the balcony. There was standing room on the floor, but we were up in the balcony just to have seats. And then last night, Mom and I went. It was my birthday present to my mom. I bought her tickets back in February to go see the Zombies, and we actually were able to sit on the floor. They had seats down on the floor, which is normally a standing room only space, but they had seats for the Zombies. Of course, seeing the Zombies, you have the two original members of the Zombies, Colin Blunstone, the lead singer, and Rod Argent, who does background vocals, occasional lead, but he is the master of the 88s on the organ. So to see Colin and Rod, in their upper 70s, I think they're both 78 years old, is truly a feat. Rod, you could definitely tell Rod was, it was a different Rod Argent than I saw in 2014. He obviously had more age on him than they both did, but Rod wasn't singing as much as he did 10 years ago. Normally they would do a song called I Want Her, She Wants Me from Odyssey and Oracle. They didn't do that song last night. Rod only had a couple of, kind of call and response kind of lead vocals. Colin did all the heavy lifting, but Rod was still killing it on the organ and the keys. It's fantastic. And Colin Blunstone is just a master singer. I mean, good grief, he's 78 years old. His voice sounds incredible. Just fantastic. Equally as good as he was 10 years ago. And, he matches a lot of his original vocals as well from the 60s. But they're currently touring under this album called Different Game. It came out last year. Features Rod and Colin as well as their touring band, who includes Soren Koch on the bass guitar and background vocals, Tom Toomey on lead guitar, and then Steve Rodford on the drums, who is actually a cousin of Rod Argent. His dad was Jim Rodford, who played bass for the Zombies for several years. In their current incarnation, he was also the original bassist of Argent, the group that Rod Argent started, the prog group that he started after the Zombies. They had a big hit with Hold Your Head Up, which the Zombies did last night. And unfortunately, we lost Jim a few years back due to an accident that he had. But Soren did a fantastic job on the bass and background vocals and brought a little bit of energy into the group from what I could see. And yeah, again, fantastic. This is a really, really solid album. I like it better than their last couple of, albums that have come out in the 2000s, 2010s. But they did several songs from this record. They did the title track, Different Game, Dropped Reeling and Stupid, You Could Be My Love, which is beautiful. It's just like this fantastic vocal from Colin, just this great ballad. They did the song Merry Go Round. And then they did, those were the songs. So they did 4 songs from the record. And because this is a record channel, there's the vinyl on a custom label with the Zombies logo. So it was really cool to hear those songs live. Sounded really good. They fit right in with their other material. But of course, people were there to see the Zombies do their big hits from the 60s. So we got to hear songs like Tell Her No, I Love You, I Want You Back Again. That we heard their versions of Summertime and Bring It On Home to Me. Just fantastic stuff. They also did, they always do like a little mini version of Odyssey and Oracle, unless they were touring it live. They just did several songs from the Odyssey and Oracle record. So they started with Carousel 44, the first track, which, as many of you know, Odyssey and Oracle is my fifth favorite album of all time. It's in my top 10. They did Carousel 44. They went into This Will Be Our Year, which is a song that I want played at my wedding. It's a beautiful song. It's done at a lot of weddings. Just a great little 2-minute love song. A Rose for Emily, which is beautiful as well. And then they did Time of the Season, which you would expect, that's their last song of the night. No, they do a few more songs. Like I said, they did Hold Your Head Up, a great version of that, the Argent classic. They always turn that into like a 8 or 9 minute jam. It's always big audience participation. Rod does this incredible organ solo. The bass is going the whole time. It's fantastic how they do it. They also did a version of, the old R&B classic Sticks and Stones. They did, again, yeah, You Really Got a Hold on Me and To Bring It Back Home. Just fantastic. And then they closed with just Rod and Colin on stage doing, they also did, they did Hold Your Head Up, finished the show with She's Not There, their big hit. Again, this is their 60th year as a recording band. That's incredible. 60 years. And, to say that you've been around for 60 years and you're still in your 70s, when you're playing at 18 years old is pretty cool. And they finished with this song, just Rod and Colin on stage doing The Way I Feel Inside, which is just this beautiful, very minimalistic, just soft vocal. I think the original recording is only like 1 minute and 20 seconds or so, but it's just absolutely beautiful. They sounded great. Colin was, kind of coaxing the crowd along, doing his hand like this to sing along with, the song Tell Her No. Just fantastic musicianship. The band was super tight. Tom Toomey was killing it on some guitar leads. Rod Argent, was telling stories about the band. Almost a full house, probably a venue that holds maybe 600, 700 people or so. My mom and I were about 5th row from the front. And I was fortunate enough to get this bad boy, so you can pause that and see what they were playing. Their old stuff and their new stuff. The set list up there, it says Zombies 2024 Spring Tour. So really, really cool to have that added to my set list collection. It was funny. I went up front and there was a guy up there standing next to me, and that was actually Colin's set list. It was at his microphone, and some older guy came up beside me, a little dude, and he was like, he was pointing to Colin's set list, and then there was the set list for the guitar player, Tom Toomey, and he was like, hey man, you want that set list and I'll get this one? Like, he was trying to get Colin's, and I said, no, how about I get that one and you get that one? So I was like, you don't play nice when you're going after set lists with people. So he's like, okay, like it's all right, man. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not that one. That's the one that I'm looking at right there, Colin Blunstones. That's the one I want. But what made this concert so special to me, and then I'll be out of here, hopefully under 10 minutes. About 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with some health issues. I'm type 1 diabetic, for those that don't know, and I went to see the Zombies shortly after my diagnosis and shortly after I was back on medication to make me feel, healthier and do wonders for me. And again, that was Palm Sunday, 2014. So the Zombies concert was my first big event that I had done after my diagnosis. I was a sophomore in college, finishing up my sophomore year, and was kind of nervous to go, and wasn't sure how to handle my situation. Well, on March 28th, I celebrated. Well, I guess that's a word for it. I marked 10 years of my type 1 diabetes, and it wasn't planned. That this was the first time the Zombies were back at this venue, which was just under 2 hours for me, and the fact that I was there, the day after my 10-year, marking of that event in my life was very emotional and very full circle for me in my life, and I am very grateful for the Zombies for being there during those times in my life. So yeah, if the Zombies see this, I'm sure they won't, but Rod and Colin, I appreciate that, and they hold a very special place in my life. They're one of those bands that go beyond the music for me, just because they now mark two very distinct moments in my life that I will never forget. So let me know what y'all think of the Zombies. Have you seen them live? Have you seen the original Zombies? Did you see them on their reunion tours with their original bassist and drummer? Let me know. Tell me Zombies memories. I'd love to hear them and talk to y'all in the comments. In the meantime, y'all be good, take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.